Happy Monday. We are live. This is something I do every single week. An opportunity just to share my story going from burnt out underpaid teacher to a 5-figure month earner with affiliate and digital marketing, how to get started, and any questions you have, answering those live. So that comment box is for you. Hey Vanessa, welcome. Comment box is for you. Any comments, questions you have about getting started, you're stuck, this is an opportunity to come and get those answered in real live time. Like I said, I have been doing affiliate and digital marketing for a little over 2 years. I help people learn how to get into this, getting started, making their own life-changing money in a niche they're passionate about. My neighbor is, I'm sure you can hear it, he is finishing mowing, and he is someone who's very particular about his yard. And so that blower thing is very distracting. He's getting all the grass off. But he should be done soon, it looks like. But anyways, in a niche you are passionate about, okay? There are thousands and thousands of niches out there that you can be successful. Wealth, health and relationships, Spanish, Disney, health and fitness, literally you name it, there's a way that you can make money with it. I'm actually helping one of my friends, she has started the challenge that I recommend, invested some more into her education, and she's going to help it with her noodle company. She owns a pasta company, and they do like those fun live classes we've done with her where they come to your house and they help you make like a pasta dinner, and then you get to sit down, eat it, all the fun things. But learning how she can monetize that online, like becoming an affiliate for the products for her pasta company, and maybe, creating PDFs to sell their recipes for the pasta, maybe even potentially joining the class virtually online and paying for it that way. Lots and lots of unique ways that you can monetize your passions online and make a full-time income. So if you're wanting to learn how to make money online with affiliate or digital marketing, you can go ahead and drop a ready in the comment box, because you'll receive my free digital starter kit. It is 12 pages. It talks about what affiliate marketing is, the steps you need to get started. It also has a page in there to expand that more in the digital marketing, because there are core 4 ways to make money online. And then it has the last page of different tools and resources at different price points. Because what's amazing about this is you can do it on any budget. It's just about finding the right people and the right resources and the right tools to get your business up and running, and then investing a little bit more later. Right. But again, that comment box is for you. Any questions, concerns, comments, anything. I would rather spend time talking to you guys and answering questions than looking and talking to myself. I know I'm not talking to myself, but you know what I mean. Anyways, let's see. I'm just going to recap my weekend here, which was really cool. So we went to Chicago for my birthday. We left Thursday morning, didn't have to ask for time off from a boss, right? If I was still teaching, I would have had to work Thursday, Friday. I wouldn't have had the time off. Would have had to take it unpaid if I would have decided to go and still make sub plans. Thursday we drove up, we got in, checked into our hotel, walked the dogs, went to dinner. If we can take our dogs, we take them. Friday we got up, walked the dogs on the river, got breakfast. My best friend and I went shopping. I shared in my stories, I'm sure you saw, but I got her and I matching Cartier rings. And then we ended up going to dinner, and Saturday we just kind of hopped around a bunch. Saturday, I'm sure you saw, but we found a burner boat ride. Like, if you follow me, watch my content, I'm obsessed with my dogs. They are our children since we don't have human children yet. So we found a burner boat ride, and that was really cool. Went to a really nice dinner. My husband's brother, so my brother-in-law and his fiance live in Chicago. Some of my really good college friends live in Chicago, and so we got to see them. And because I've learned how to set up my systems, because I took the time and invested in my education, I learned how to set up systems. I didn't hit my 3 posts a day. I'm going to be completely honest. I was enjoying my time. I posted, as much as I could. I think the least I posted was twice a day. But I still made over $4,000 on a weekend. with my business because of the systems I have in place, because of the content I have put out, because of the emails that I have that go out automatically. And that's just crazy because $4,000 is almost $1,000 what took me as a whole month as a teacher. A whole month. And I made that in one weekend. And again, I don't say this to brag. I don't say this to be like, oh, look at me. I say this because I want to show you what's possible and that you can do this if you learn the skills and you implement the skills you learn. You can do it in any niche. I was actually having a conversation with one of the girls I've been doing one-on-ones with. And, she was just like, I just don't know if there's money to be made out there if, you're not doing what you're doing, right? Like I recommend education and softwares, and I help people learn how to do this. And I said, I want you to sit here and think for a second. Okay. The only reason you think people in the wealth niche are the only people making the money is because we talk about money. Okay. No one else making money out there, whether they're in the dog niche, the pasta niche, like I was talking about, Disney, health and fitness, relationships, they don't talk about money. They don't talk about the money they're making because their audience does not give a shit about that. Like they literally do not care. They care, how do I get healthier? How do I make pasta? What's the best food for my dog? They're not going to be like, oh, I made $20 off this bag of dog food today because someone bought it. You wouldn't care. Okay. So the reason people say that is because people in a wealth niche talk about money. It's in your face. I know it is. But the other people out there making money in a different niche are solving a problem for you. We're solving a problem by helping you learn how to make more money. The dog niche, they're trying to help you find the best dog food your dog's not allergic to. People in the Disney niche are trying to help you solve a problem of how to have the most magical Disney vacation ever. People in the pasta niche are trying to teach you how to make homemade pasta and pasta sauce at home. Okay, they're not going to talk about money. So I just want you to put that into perspective when we think if we can make different niches profitable, and you 100% can. I always use this girl because I think it's so cool. She made a $3 cookie recipe. Used Canva to do it, downloaded it, made it one time, and she made 6 figures with a $3 cookie recipe. So it is possible no matter what you're doing. And again, if you want to learn how to do this from literally the best of the best, okay? And I don't say this lightly, okay? I was an elementary teacher for 8 years, a club volleyball coach for 5 years. I am a teacher and coach by trade. I am a perfectionist. I do my research, okay? So 12-page free digital starter kit, comment ready, and the education I recommend after, there's nothing like it. You learn real skills for only $17. You learn more in depth about what it's about. You learn how to train your ChatGPT, and those questions and that training helps you pick a niche, helps you pick your first digital product, helps you write your business plan, talks about mindset because that is so important when becoming an entrepreneur. It talks about, sorry, I just blanked. I'm sorry. You get a one-on-one advisor. You will meet with 2 to 3 times. And when I was in Nashville speaking, they flew me out because of the success I had to speak on this. I've got to meet even more of those advisors than I did back at the beginning of the year. And it's just amazing because that's another person to bounce ideas off of. You have the advisor, you have me, and it's not a done for you thing. It's not come in and buy a course to resell a course. You're learning real skills. And why I think that's so important, especially being a teacher, is if something ever happened to your business, or you lost an account, or you lost something, you would know how to fix it. Does that suck? 100% when something goes wrong in your business, that sucks. But when you've learned the actual skills, you know how to go in and fix it, and you're not scrambling because you jumped on the next done for you course. You can actually fix it yourself. I've had multiple things go wrong in my business this year with social media, from a Facebook page getting hacked to my accounts being restricted to my ManyChat going down, and it happens and it sucked, but I knew how to fix it because of the education that I took. And so many people come in and be like, well, I just want to do this off Google and YouTube and it's free. 100%. Google and YouTube is free. There are over 3 billion search results when it comes to affiliate and digital marketing. And everyone has their own way, and everybody is saying something different. It gets confusing, it gets overwhelming, and that's why there are people like me, right? There are a lot of options out there. Do your research like I did. But I always tell people, find someone you know, like, and trust. And I know that sounds weird because we're on the internet. But there are people that you are drawn to. You binge their content. You reach out with questions. They actually answer you. Okay, I'm one of those people. From being in Chicago, my inbox was full. I had to play catch up today. Answering people, being open and honest, and telling them your situation and getting a real answer. Right? If you told me about your situation, I'm not going to just say, yeah, do this because it makes me more money. No, I'm going to give you a real solution because there are different systems out there that are more, affordable for people or more helpful for people. Hey, Vanessa, incredible. That's good. Yes, you are. I appreciate that. And I know everyone's situation is different. And when I started, right, I was an elementary teacher. We all know teachers make crap money for the work they do. When I started, I invested a lot into my education, and I started with free to start systems. The education cost almost as much. Okay, I could have done just the basic challenge and ran with it, but I know knowledge is power. I know that from being a teacher, and I know that fast tracks my success. And so when I upgraded and got some additional education and training and live support, it was almost a whole month. It was like almost a whole month for my paycheck, an entire month going to that because I wanted to change my situation that badly. Okay. And I'm not saying like put yourself in crazy debt, or if you're not going to be able to go buy groceries tomorrow, don't do that to yourself. There are options, there are extensions, there are payment plans, get it, maybe if you save up money and get it down the road. But education is so important because there are people who have done this successfully, and we want to learn from those people. Okay? Just like when people are recommending the best dog food. I buy more expensive dog food for my dogs because my best friend owns a dog business, and they've done tons of research on dog food, of what's good and what's bad, and I spend more on dog food because I know that's going to be good for my dogs. Okay? I have bought, when I was a teacher, I cannot tell you how many digital products I bought online because I didn't want to sit there and make it. That's what you have to think of. We are in a consumer era, and people don't want to spend and waste time. They want something done, and they want it done now. And so that's why if you have some kind of skill, like the lady who bakes cookies, great cookies, put her recipe down on a PDF and made it a digital product and post pictures or post videos of her making cookies and made 6 figures doing it. I'm a terrible cook. I hate cooking. I hate baking. I hate all of those things. If I make anything, I am looking for a recipe. We used to do HelloFresh. Like, we used to religiously do HelloFresh because it's just my husband and I. And when we go to the store and you buy something and most of it goes bad because you don't need that much stuff for 2 people, HelloFresh would send me exactly what I needed, the recipe. Those are things you can still do with affiliate and digital marketing. Vanessa, I appreciate the real-time answers. Yeah, I love it. I love getting to talk to you guys, answer, especially the voice notes. You are real. Yes, voice notes are so much better. When people email me, I'm like, I love it. I'll answer your emails. It might take me more time. But the fact that I can just send a voice message on like Instagram or Facebook, it just allows me to get back to you so much faster. And you can hear me. It's more real, all the things. But yes, if you need anything, comment in that question box. If you want my free digital starter kit or access to the challenge I've been talking about, comment ready. It will send it to you. I have a little DM automation that you'll learn about in the challenge and how it works for you. That allows you to be able to make more money because people, again, consumer world, they want something now. They want it now. So then that's how they're able to get it, is through DM automation, especially as you gain more traction and more followers and more comments and more messages. That's how you're able to maintain that. And it still sounds real. I still write my messages, even though some of that is automated. I write all my emails. I write all my messages. And I obviously use things like ChatGPT to help me. But that automation tool it makes it so much simpler. All right. Do we have any questions yet? Otherwise, I'm going to just keep chatting. Anyways, 2 years ago, my dog is barking behind me at the bikers. 2 years ago, like I said, I was a burnt out, underpaid teacher, never had time or energy for the things that I enjoyed. I love everything about teaching itself and coaching, but the way society has you do it is just not sustainable. There's so much on your plate. You can't get it done in a day. And I was doing it all for like $3,000 a month. And I was the teacher that everyone always comes to get things done. That was me. And so I always felt like my plate was very full. I had a team of like 9 people, but I hated my day to day. I hated that I just felt like I was this body to fill a room, having to teach curriculum, by the book. And all the creativity was getting taken out of it for me. And if I'm not enjoying it, I knew my kids weren't enjoying it. I would wake up at 5:30 in the morning. I had a 30-minute commute. And I would literally lay in bed and be like, what time can I do I get to come home tonight so that I can lay back in bed? And I used to get severe migraines when I was teaching, like so bad to the point, like I would either be coming home and going straight to bed, or I'd be throwing up in the toilet for the night. My husband and I had always talked, when and if, we decide to have children, that I want to stay home. It's something that we both want. But then again, we all know all that financial responsibility falls on him. And that wasn't okay with me. It's really important to me to be able to contribute financially, whether I was home or not. It's just always something that and I'm a go-getter. I have a bold personality. I am really not afraid to say how it is. I knew I wanted to do something extraordinary with my life, like something like this, and teaching you guys how to make life-changing money online, and how I was flown to Nashville to speak on it. Like, that's truly things I wanted in my life. I just didn't know how to get there. And I found, people in a community to teach me how to do that. And these don't have to be your goals. Like, you can still love your 9 to 5 and want to do this for extra money and pay off debt, or take a day off without, feeling like, oh, I'm not going to get paid. Like, that was my situation when I was teaching. I got 2 personal days a year. And people are like, yeah, but you have summer and you have Christmas break, and Christmas break's like 5 days now. But, spring break, and it's like, yeah, but life happens outside of break. And there were so many things I had to say no to. I couldn't go on trips during cheaper times of the year, because that's when people I knew were traveling, because it's more affordable than the summer and the spring break and the Christmas break. And I make crap money, and I have to travel during the most expensive times of the year. So in 2023, when I came across affiliate and digital marketing, I just knew that's what I was going to do. And it's kind of interesting, because I've always been the person that I was just so drilled into me that you have to go to school and get good grades and get a job, and you have to work for somebody. And that's drilled into so many of us. And people don't realize how we're kept from learning how to make our own money and become our own boss, and to actually live life on our own terms. And I had never veered away from that societal norm. I have never done anything else. Those crazy, not going to bash on them, but I'd never have joined those MLMs or the pyramid schemes, or different ways to make money online, like drop shipping and all the things that required you to get product. I didn't want to do that. And so I never did. And so when I saw this and I was scrolling, I was like, that's it. That's what I want to do. And it changed my entire life. I went to show my husband, and I was nervous what he was going to say, because everything I had ever outspoken it about or whatever, I'd always been shut down. And that, it wasn't my husband, it's just other people in my life. And when I showed it to him and I was like, I want to do this, he was like, okay, yeah, I believe in you. I know how miserable you are. I know you're going to work hard at this. Let's do this. And so his yes changed my entire world. Diving into it, I dove into the education. It opened my mind. It just showed me, and I was like, wow, this is how my favorite stores do this. I know we're not influencers. I know affiliate and digital marketing isn't a true influencer, but in a way they do affiliate marketing. And so it's like, wow, that's how my favorite influencers do some of these things. That's how email works. That's why that business is collecting that name and email, That's why there's this automation when I comment on things. And so it opens your mind to the possibilities of how money can be made. And it's allowed me to be so much more like relevant in our other businesses. Like we have real estate rentals. I was clueless about business things. All I knew was how to be a teacher, how to be a volleyball coach, how to do the things I was taught. Like we invest in other companies. Like those are things that it's allowed me to learn and actually start being part of a conversation in that. And so after doing this for, a little over 2 years, like I'm no longer teaching in a classroom. I make 5 figures a month. I'm contributing more financially. We travel every single month. Like we have our trips planned for the rest of the year. Like just things I'm able to do that I thought were never going to be possible for me because I was so stuck in a mindset that I had to trade my time for money. And you don't. We just have to work smarter. We have to learn how to make our money work for you. And that's what this does. Like not only is it teaching you how to make money online and how to start your own affiliate and digital marketing business. Okay, I know that word scares people, learning to make money online and starting a business, but that's what you're doing. And it's one of the simplest businesses to start because you're not having to, call friends and family. You're not having to hold inventory or make things if you don't want to. I know in digital marketing, you can make your own digital products and things like that. You don't have to do that to start though. Like it's one of the lowest startup costs. We're not having to rent a building for space. We're not having to hire workers if we don't want to. I do all of it. I do my content creation. I do my email writing. I answer my messages, and I'm able to do all that in the 1 to 3 hours a day. And Vanessa, can you do this faceless? 100% you can do this faceless. I think you would want to get unique in your niche. Like say you went into the dog niche, you could film content of your dogs and you don't actually have to be in it. My friend that's going to do it with her pasta company, her face doesn't technically have to be in it if she doesn't want it to be. It could be just filming, making the pasta. I encourage you to show your face if it's not like a legal thing, or if it's not going to make you lose your job or privacy, if you're in a situation that people can't know where you're at. I encourage you to step outside your comfort zone. Everything you're going to be doing becoming an entrepreneur is going to be outside your comfort zone, but it's going to make you that much better. But yes, you can do it faceless. I just encourage you to be the face of your brand, especially if you go into a niche like mine, because people want to get to know you, like, and trust you. But obviously that can be tweaked a little bit if you go into a different niche, like the pasta, the dog niche, things like that, home decor, right? Things you can film, other stuff. But what's nice is if you're like, but I don't want my friends and family to see, and I want to do this, that's why you would want to be faceless. When you start your new accounts, just block them, okay? I had that question from somebody. They're like, well, why does everyone tell me to block people I know? Is that a trick? And I'm like, no, it's for people who don't if I posted this video, I'd feel uncomfortable if my mom saw it, my sister saw it, my best friend saw it. I don't want them to know. Just, you can block them and then they won't know unless you unblock them or you're ready for them to know or whatever it is. But you can do it faceless. You just have to get a little bit unique. If you just Google places to get faceless stock footage, Pixels is one. You can film your own, like I said, faceless footage, if it's dogs or pasta or things like that. There are people who even show their body, right? So say you filmed a video but you couldn't see your face. So you're typing on a computer. I even post videos like that sometimes. It's from the back of me and you can see the back side of me, but you're not seeing my face. I mean, that's still technically faceless content. Lots of places to get it. Anyways, I forgot where I was earlier, but that's okay. I'd rather answer your questions. Oh yeah, when I started. And so when you start, right, I want you to think of how am I going to come on here and make money? And that was my first thought process. What do I want to do? And I always use the dog niche because originally when I started this, I thought I was going to go into the dog niche. I literally dove into the education. I was like, I'm going to monetize my dog's Instagram because I had one already for him that I did for fun. But once you start learning about it, you start learning about the different pillars of affiliate and digital marketing and ways you can expand your business and add more income streams, right? So there's actually 4 ways to earn money online with digital marketing. Digital marketing is an umbrella term. It truly is. I like to think of it as an umbrella, and there's 4 parts. The first part is affiliate marketing, okay? This is where you promote other companies' products and services. This is a fan favorite because you don't have to create anything. You're creating something that's already done for you from your favorite companies. There are 86% of companies have affiliate programs where they will pay you to come in and promote their products or services. Big names like Target, Amazon, Walmart, Sephora, Costco, like you name it. And there's going to be ones you don't know. 86% of companies, over 100,000 companies in the world have affiliate programs because they want you to come in and promote their stuff because they don't have to pay you unless you make a sale. Those are all good ideas. I'm glad you thought of that. Or they were good ideas. So, when I was thinking like, oh, I want to go into the dog niche, like I was like, oh, I could promote dog food. I could promote leashes and trainings and different things with dogs. But there are 3 more ways to make money online, right? So we got affiliate marketing where you promote other companies' products and services. Digital products, okay? That's creating something one time and selling it over and over. So I could created like a new puppy guide. I could have created why this is the best dog food guide. I could have created, you catch my drift, right? So I could have had 2 of the 4 ways to make money. But then the other 2 are live events and coaching and consulting. And I didn't see myself doing live events with pets. Like I wasn't looking to become like a dog trainer or learn how to do that. I wasn't looking to do one-on-ones with people or mentorship programs to help with their dog problems. That wasn't something that interested me. And so that's where I kind of felt stuck. Like, okay, I'm not going to be able to expand my business into all 4. And that was something I wanted to do. You don't have to want to do that at all. I wanted to do live events. I want to do coaching and consulting. And that's why taking my teaching and coaching background online to teach people how to get started making money online was so perfect for me. Because I can take that complex concept and I can help break it down for people. And now I can be an affiliate for programs. I'm an affiliate for over 10 companies. I have my own digital products because once I started doing this, people were asking me the same questions over and over. So I knew what kind of digital products I could create because those were the problems people were having. I was flown to a live event to speak, something I wanted to do. And you don't have to be in my niche to do that if that's something you want to do. I do weekly lives just like this to talk to you guys about it. I could charge for things like this, like doing a webinar on a specific topic. And I do one-on-ones. I launched one-on-ones in January. And so those were things I wanted to do and where I could expand my income streams and expand my business. And so when you guys are getting into this, I want you to think about that. I want you to think, where do I want my business to grow? And I'm not saying you have to have it all figured out. I started as an affiliate for a couple companies, and I've grown it to that over 2 years. That's where people get upset and they're like, well, I can't do all this in 1 to 3 hours a day. It's not about getting it all done in one day. It's about doing a little bit each day in that time frame you do have to build something that's going to change your life for the future and that longevity. Okay? So that's what I want you to think of is there are 4 core ways to make money online. Okay? And affiliate marketing is amazing, an amazing place to start because you're really learning those skills. You're not having to make anything. You're dipping your toes into it. It's an amazing way to start this. All right. If anyone has any questions coming along, feel free, like I said, to use that comment box. If you want my free digital starter kit, we drop the word ready and it will get sent to you. And access to the Business Builder Challenge that I recommend. That's only $17 to help. It's crazy. $17 could change your life. It's wild. Anyways, so once you kind of figure out those things, like I just want you to think about like picking a niche, okay? After we pick a niche, it's how are we going to make money, okay? Affiliate marketing, digital products, coaching and consulting, one-on-ones, and then we got to learn to set up our systems. What's really cool about the education that's been updated, it's constantly updated. That's what's really cool. But they show you how to do it manually for a little while until you start kind of getting more comfortable with that tech side. Because a lot of people get into this and they stop because the tech stumps them. And so they show you how to get started manually, and then they show you how to get started with a very simple system. And then if you want to dive into those little bit more complicated pieces, that's all there was when I started. So it took me more time. Yeah. Do you have a stand store? I have what's called a pin site. It's very similar to a stand store. It's a storefront. So that's what I use. I use pin site, and then I use System.io for my funnel and email automation. And I went with that because it was free to start when I started, because I invested more into my education. So instead of, paying a whole bunch of money for funnels and email automations right away, that's where I kind of saved my money. But I made my first sale in 8 days, so then I had to upgrade. But what's nice about System.io is they have like 3 different payment plans, so you can like upgrade as your business grows, whereas some just give you like a 14-day free trial and then you're paying that full price. But all those options are listed on the last page of my free digital starter kit. All right. What other questions do we have? I see more people jumping on. If we have questions, comments, concerns, I'm here to help answer them. I forgot my water bottle again. Dang it. I need it, but it's fine. What other things do we need to know? Just checking that comment box. I just want to give everybody a second, but it's okay if I can keep talking. I have no problem with that. I thought it was funny when I went to Nashville. Like, a lot of people, like, my friends that know and family, they're like, well, how long do you have to speak up there on stage? And I'm like, like an hour. And they're just like, that's a really long time. And I was like, I don't know. I used to stand up in a classroom and talk for 8 hours a day. So an hour, I was like, I hope I don't go over. But I did pretty good on my time. Any questions so far? Comments, concerns? There is no dumb question. This is something brand new to everybody getting in the online space. I'm sure I asked plenty of dumb questions when I started, but it is so new. And yet once you start learning, it starts to come together. It's simpler. It's really, really life-changing. I cannot stress enough how it is to like learn these skills and how they can be applied other places in your life. Like, not only in this business, but I said like my other businesses too. I've been able to apply it, and it's just been, I don't know, life-changing. All right. What other questions do we have? I see people hopping on and off. So any questions thus far? Okay. I just like to give people a second because I know it takes some time to do that comment box. But again, what's really nice about this is with affiliate and digital marketing, we aren't bugging friends and family. We can do this faceless. Again, I encourage you to show your face, but again, I know there's reasons, privacy, like legal privacy reasons, and the comfort. Like, I encourage you to get out of that comfort zone. This is not like a pyramid scheme, Ponzi scheme, MLM. No shade on those things for people who've been successful at it. It's just not my jam. It's not what that is. There's no one above me, under me. It's not like that. It's just like a normal sales job, but it's online if you're an affiliate. So my husband, I always use this example. He's in sales. He sells packaging lines. And so when he makes a sale and sells some type of robot, he sells robots in the packaging lines. When he makes a sale, obviously the company does, and he earns a commission. That is the same thing with affiliate marketing. You're earning a commission, like a good job, thank you for recommending that product. And then if you do your own like digital products, live events, coaching and consulting, you are keeping 100% of that profit, 100%. You're going to use some kind of payment processor, right? So a Pinsite or a Stripe, a PayPal, something, and they take like 2 to 3%, but you're still earning that full sale because it's your product. This is a dumb question. It is not dumb. You spoke of affiliates. So you get a link to promote product. Then where do you store and save the links? It's not a dumb question at all. It's a good question. So a lot of people think like you're going, I guess I can answer this 2 ways. Do you mean for yourself, or are you saying when you promote them? I'm going to answer this in 2 ways, okay? So I'm an affiliate for over 10 companies, okay? And this is going to be like education I recommend to you, software that's going to help your business, okay? Sorry, I should have put my notifications off. They're like popping. Now I lost what I was saying. I'm just going to start over because I don't know. That distracted me, that message. You're going to get different affiliate links. Okay, so I'm an affiliate, like I said, for over 10 companies. Me, myself, I have an Excel sheet. So people who buy the Business Builder Challenge through me, I put them in a different email campaign. And then they get this Excel sheet from me so that they can keep their own affiliate links and digital products and things like that straight and organized. So that's kind of where I keep track personally for those things. But if you're staying as a sense online, like when you're promoting them to your audience, the best way to do an affiliate marketing or digital products or whatever is you're going to have one main offer. Okay. And so all of my content, right, it drives to my free digital starter kit and the Business Builder Challenge. Inside that, whatever lead magnet, that free kit, right, inside your lead magnet, you can put links in. Okay. So any link you see in my free digital starter kit is an affiliate link. I'm recommending those products for you to use for your business. Same thing for you. And then it's driven to my main offer, right? People aren't going to be using those things if they're not going to learn how to earn money online. They're not going to use them. They don't need them. They have no purpose for them. So my job, right, is to recommend, well, this is the best place to start learning. And it is. The education's amazing. The community's amazing. The support's amazing. You will not find anything better online than this. Okay. I promise you. But once that main product is purchased, right, your main offer, then I move people. Okay. They purchase it. I move them into a different email campaign where I'm sending them emails about different things that are going to help them. Softwares that I do one-on-ones, that the digital products I have. That's how you successfully do it. Because if you have too much in your audience, like for your audience, confused buyers don't buy. If they don't know where to start, if they click and they see a ton of links, they don't buy. Also, most people need to see an offer 7 to 10 times before they purchase. Okay. 3% of your people are going to be those people who buy right away. The other people need to be reminded and be emailed. So that's the most successful way to do that. But if you're just blasting links out there and hoping and praying someone clicks, you're not going to see the results that you want. Your whole purpose is to drive traffic to your lead magnet and your one main offer, and then to be emailing about it, and you're promoting in your emails. Okay, that's a big piece of it. You can also create highlights on your page. So if you go to my main teacher to marketer page, I don't have it on my backup account here, but you'll see that I have, highlights on my digital products. I have highlights on the Business Builder Challenge. And then other ones that are helpful, like I have the Q&A section. I have my live replay section where I post this. And so those are different ways that you can promote them and then promote it successfully, so you're not just blasting links. Okay, that is the least successful way to do it, and you will not see the success that you want from that, and you will get discouraged. So that's just kind of, I hope that answers your question. So again, I organize all my stuff in an Excel sheet. If you purchase the Business Builder Challenge, it's one of the freebies I send to you. And then the best way to promote. But I send tons of stuff for people who purchase through me. I mean, I send check-ins, I send homework, I send you a digital marketing checklist so that you can make sure you're getting everything done. I send my day-to-day schedule and ideas on how to create your own. I send you the Excel spreadsheet on how to organize things, softwares to use, different price points. Like, I send so much value if you sign up for the Business Builder Challenge through me, because again, I know what it was like to start as a beginner. I know how overwhelming it can be. I'm a go-getter, so luckily I'm not one of those people who like gave up because I didn't have the support from the person that I ended up finding it through, but that's okay. Like, I figured it out. I invested in my education. I learned the skills. I implemented them. I still implement them to this day relentlessly because I know that's what it takes to get those desired results. And again, it's completely changed my entire life, my mindset, the knowledge that I have, and I will never have to go back to a teaching or a normal 9-to-5 again because the skills education can give me. Like the skills and education it gave me, I guess I should say. And people underestimate that. They want to make a bunch of money, but they don't want to spend money to learn, okay? And I'm not here like trying like fully pitching you. Like again, this is where I think the best place to learn is, but you have to be willing to take some risk and to invest and to fail forward. You're not going to be perfect at this. I wasn't either when I started. Like your first videos are going to be cringe. You're going to get frustrated setting things up. Like it's a new skill, just like anything, just like anything we learn. Thank you. Of course, you're welcome. What other questions do you guys have for me? Anything? Got like, I don't know, like 20-ish minutes left. I want to be able to take time, answer some questions that you guys have. What other ones do we have? Anything? I'm scrolling just to see if I missed anything. My regular Mondays always do so much better. I had to move it last week to Wednesday, and I definitely noticed there weren't as many people, but I had to move it. I mean, if you're in my Facebook group or saw my stories, my sister had her baby last Monday, so we drove up there in the evening because we knew we were going to be leaving so we could meet her. But exciting, auntie again. My youngest sister has a 1-year-old. I'm sure you've seen her in my content. And then my middle sister just had her baby last Monday. And then my youngest sister that already has a 1-year-old, she's actually due in February. So, yeah. So you say you're an affiliate for 10 companies. Are they all in the wealth niche or are they in different ones, and how does that work? So yes, they are all in the wealth niche. Typically, right, when you start, you pick a niche that you are passionate about, skilled at, interested in, and you start small, right? You start as an affiliate for one company, maybe two if it makes sense, because your overall goal is to drive to one main offer. And then once you get the hang of that, you start adding in ones that you know are going to help people in that niche. And then if you decide later, right, like for me, I wanted to start with affiliate marketing because I didn't want to create anything yet. Like I just didn't feel like I knew. So then I created some, my own digital products. And then in January, once I've had a lot more success, like I launched one-on-ones so that I can help other people. And that is going to be the most successful way and to grow it, because if you're doing this in multiple niches, right? Like say I did the wealth niche, the health and fitness niche, the relationship niche. Well, now I'm trying to create 3 pieces of content a day for those niches. I'm having to manage comments and messages and emails from those pages. And I'm having to write emails for those pages, right? Because when you come to someone's page, you can't do multiple niches on it. Because say they're coming in here to learn how to make money online. They want to learn how to do this. But I'm also talking about dog products and I don't remember what I said. Dog products and health and fitness. And they opt into my emails. Well, now I've emails going out about different things. It doesn't work. It has to be niche specific. So if you're going to do health and fitness, that's your focus, and you expand your income streams there. If you're going to do wealth, you start there, you expand your income streams from there. If you're going to do dog products, you start small, you expand it from there. Does that make sense? There are people who do multiple niches. You can. But a lot of people go into this because they want more time, right? If I could do multiple niches, I could do it. I have the skills to do it. But what was most important to me is to have my time. And so if I'm doing 1 to 3 hours a day here, and then I'm spreading it over this niche and this niche, then I'm missing out on that time piece I wanted. So if you want to do multiple, go for it. I would recommend mastering one first and then growing from there. That's just for me. It was a lot of content to grasp. It was a lot of different emails I would have to write. It's just not something I want to do, but I could if I wanted to. But okay, that makes sense. Thank you. Yes, of course. And like I was talking about earlier, that's how you get those links in there. You're going to give away something, right? A lead magnet, a freebie is, a thank you. Here's something for your name and email, and you can embed affiliate links in there. You embed them in your emails. You can put them in your stories and your highlights, okay? But overall, your whole page is driven to one main thing in that niche. Go research it. I tell people this all the time when they're thinking about a niche. Go type those words in your social media accounts. There's a girl I'm working with that's going to do the hosting niche, right? So in October, how are we decorating our house and hosting? During Christmas, what do those table placements look like? And I just took 2 seconds and I typed in hosting in my Instagram search bar, and tons of pages came up. And I sent them to her. I'm like, this is what you do. Go research the niche you're interested in. See what people are doing. See what you like to do. Okay? You can go to any niche and you can find that. I have videos out there that are like, people think the only people who make money are in the wealth niche. And it's like, no, it's not true. You can type in Spanish, health and fitness, relationships, Disney, pasta, right? That's what you can do, and to see how people are monetizing it. Okay? So there's so many ways to do it. It's just about learning how to do it and learning how to do it the right way, having the skills, implementing the skills, and wanting to make that change, right? All right. What else do you guys got for me? Don't be afraid to ask. Literally, do not be afraid to ask. At all. Oh, here we go. Does the majority of your sales come from the Business Builder Challenge or the digital products you've created? So for anybody, right, anybody's main offer should bring in a large portion of their income, okay? Especially when you're just starting, right? Because when you're just starting, you only have a couple affiliate offers. But it's kind of spread out at this point now after doing it for 2 years. Because yes, people aren't buying anything else unless they take the challenge from me, right? And then after that, well, if they decide to do this, they need systems. So different softwares, right? Recommending the best softwares, simple to use softwares. Well, they're signing up for that. And now that's a monthly recurring commission, okay? And then different things you need to, run your business, like DM automation, how to organize your finances, different things like that. And then digital products I've created, yes, bring in a good chunk because I'm earning 100% profit of that for people who are wanting to scale a specific skill. And I promote those through email, stories, my highlights, and then one-on-ones. I charge a specific price for an hour of time with me to talk about where are we scaling. I look at all your stuff. You get the replay. You get the full, the notes that I create. I email you stuff after for that. So I also earn a large portion from doing one-on-ones as well. And it's the same concept for anybody. I'm in the wealth niche. So education, softwares, all of those things, it starts to grow at the longer you do that, if that makes sense. But you're driving all your traffic to one specific thing. And so if that's where most of your traffic's being driven, that one main offer would be your bigger portion, just like in anyone's business. Do you have any recommendations on how to grow on Instagram? Well, I can give I would have to look specifically at your page. But biggest recommendations is being consistent, posting 2 to 3 times every single day. I have myself a schedule where I just to keep myself accountable, I post in the morning between 8:30 and 9:30, in the afternoon between 1:30 and 2:30, and then at night between 8:30 and 9:30. My Monday's a little different because I go live at 6, so this is my evening post. My nose itches. I'm outside. I don't know. Maybe be something. So posting consistently is super important. I even noticed a difference like over the weekend when we were in Chicago when I would miss something. Like I noticed a difference in my performance. Making sure that your bio is clear. So when people come to your page, don't have like a bunch of jumble of words. Like it needs to be clear what you're helping people do and where you're leading them. Having highlights, like you want people to stay on your page. So having highlights that make sense to what your offer is. Sorry, I just blinked. When you're posting your content, like use the similar text so you have that aesthetic look. Make sure you're having like telling people to follow you, to comment a specific keyword. And if you're a newer account, specifically, you need to be doing that every time in your videos and in your captions. Okay, because most of the time people are seeing like, oh, this is a newer page. Like they're not going to fully read things like when you've built a know, like, and trust with your audience. So that's super important. I actually have an entire 1 hour digital product about Instagram, about growing on Instagram. So I can always send that your way too. But yeah, those would be like my main recommendations. I mean, I always try to use trending audio. It doesn't make or break your content. Like truly, if you're putting out good content, it will help. I'm trying to think of what else, like just like big recommendations. Because again, like a lot of those other ones would have to be specific. But if you're not consistent, it really, really hurts you. It does, especially in the beginning. Like I always tell people, like when I first started this, no matter what I was doing, like I made time for that post. Like we would be out to dinner or whatever, and I would literally be like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. But I'd be like sitting in the bathroom hallway posting. That's how like serious I took it and how much I wanted to change. I have, now that I've been doing this for 2 years and I've built an audience, I'm a little bit more lenient. Like that's why I missed some posts over the weekend when I was in Chicago. I still feel guilty about it. I'm always like, I wish I would have just done it. But I'm a little bit more lenient now. Vanessa, how do you decide on what to post? So if you've done the Business Builder Challenge, it actually helps you. They give you prompts to help you now with your content and stuff, which is really, really nice. But when I do this, I always try to post my like alteration. How I alternate. I'm trying to think of how I say this. When I first started, I just posted tons and tons of educational content, educating on people on what this is. So same with you, whatever your niche is, putting out that education, give reason to people to follow you and what to come binge. But now I do it more of like, I do an educational post, like an entertaining educational post. And then my next post will either be something about my story, something that is motivational, something that is relatable. Okay. And then I alternate educational, storytelling, relatable, motivational, educational, storytelling. That's just how I alternate my content. That's just, it's what I like. It's my preference. You also have to like your content. You have to like what you're posting. Don't just do it because that's what you think you're supposed to be doing. Like it needs to make sense to your offer. It needs to be you. You are your brand. It needs to be authentic. So like I always recommend, you're educating people. Use ChatGPT. You need a good hook. You need that value. You need a call to action. You need that. And if you're stuck, that's where ChatGPT is going to help. That's where those prompts in the Business Builder Challenge are going to help. They help you with content. They help you with emails. There's a ton of stuff. Just had I'm pretty sure a bug on me. All right. Any final questions? We're kind of veering down to the last 5 or 6 minutes here, but I want to make sure that I answer everything you guys have. And then I need to go, to the grocery store. All right. Well, if there are no other questions, don't feel like you can't put them in there. I will stop and answer them, but I'm just going to kind of do my end of the night spiel. But thanks for joining my Monday night live. I go live every single Monday at 6 p.m. Central Time. If I ever have to make a change, I always let you know, but I'm pretty hardcore consistent on that. If you are ready to get started, you want to check out my free digital starter kit, comment ready. It is 12 pages. It talks about what affiliate marketing is, digital marketing is, the steps to get started, tools and resources you need to be successful. And I definitely recommend that Business Builder Challenge. Like I said, it goes in depth. It's in there. You get an advisor, so another person. You got me, another person to bounce ideas off of. Just dive in, do your research, see what it's about. Vanessa, I'm going to screenshot that because I have to manually message that one. But I'm going to post this live replay if you want to watch it. It'll go here. It'll go on my main Teacher to Marketer page. And on my main Teacher to Marketer page, I have a live replays highlight. So you can go back, watch any of those, this one, anything you need. Screenshotting these so that I remember. Technically, your DM automation should work, but I don't have DM automation on this backup account. Yeah, but like literally if you need anything, reach out on my main page, Teacher to Marketer. I don't check this one because I just use it to go live, honestly, and I collaborate my posts. But reach out, I will respond to you. I will send a voice message. If I don't send a voice message, it's because I can't. It's like I'm sitting somewhere. I can't send a voice message. But doing this is life-changing, you guys. Like, I would not lie to you about that. It takes time to, hey, I'm going to take the jump. Hey, I'm going to learn this. I'm going to make sure I at least spend 20, 30 minutes, an hour working on this. This takes implementation. This takes dedication. Okay? Like I said, I would leave dinner. And go sit in the bathroom hallway to make a post. Okay? Not to like create it. I had my posts ready. Don't think I was like in the bathroom for 30 minutes trying to make a post. Like it was ready. I would just go sit and I would post it. But if you are hating your day to day, if you are needing extra money, if you are needing some breathing room, like this is where you would start. It is going to be the simplest, most cost-effective way to start making that life-changing money. And you never know what your life can look like in a year, 2 years, if you take that step today. But if you don't ever take that step, then you're going to be living that same year over and over again. If I was still teaching, I would know what I would be making in 20 years. I would know when I could retire. I would have missed out on so much life. So many things, so many important moments. It's just crazy. But yeah. You are the best. Everyone comment ready. Thank you. You are the best. I screenshotted those people commenting. I will message you personally after I get off of here on my Teacher to Marketer page. Just because my DM automation isn't hooked to this. But anyways, have a great night. Have a great week. Get my free digital starter kit and start working today so that your life can look different next year. Have a great week, and we will see you next Monday night.